world champions. 21-year-old Zhang Nan and his partner Zhang Yunlei, beaten finalists a year ago, beaten by Tao Jiaming and Tian Qing. Christinna Pedersen and Joachim Fischer Nielsen. The Danes appearing in their 4th consecutive final with 4 tournaments played. Won the 2 tournaments, Super Series tournaments in Europe. The Denmark Open premier event, and also the following week the French Open. They were beaten finalists last week in Hong Kong, losing out to their opponents of today. Now, Ian, just before this match gets underway, I'm noticing that basically all 4 players have on black shirts.
Technically, they should have different colours, that's sure. Doesn't look as though it's going to be applied in this game, though, does it?
No. Now, if both pairs come out onto court with the same colour shirts, who's obliged to change?
The pair from the bottom half of the draw.
Which, of course, would be the Danes. Well, Gosi Young of Malaysia, our umpire, certainly hasn't said anything to the players. There's Christinna Pedersen, 25 years of age, and Joachim Fischer Nielsen, 33, earlier this week on Wednesday. How he would love to celebrate that 33rd birthday with a victory here at the China Open. Tall order though, because they're up against the pair that beat them last week in the final of Hong Kong, the reigning world champions, Zhang Nan and Zhang Yunlei. So for the Danes, they're the number 3 seeds, number 3 in the world rankings. 43 and 10, their win-loss record for the year, and that equates to this being their 5th final, having won 3 titles. Appearing in their 4th consecutive final. Really have regained their form. Of course, Joachim Fischer Nielsen had to come back from knee surgery in March last year, missed 8 months out of the game. Last 2 matches against 2 pairs from Thailand, including that semi-final against the number 7 seeds, Songpong Taewan and Kunchela Vorovici Jaiko. 2 straight games, in fact all of their matches in 2 straight games. So in great form once again, the Danes. So to their opponents, Zhang Nan, just hidden from view, there he is. 21-year-old, born in Beijing, 49 and 8. And that's very impressive indeed. And that translates into 6 titles. Every time they've reached the final, they've won this Chinese pair this year. 4 semi-finals as well. So this is their 11th final of the year. Zhang Yunlei, 25 years of age. And they had a tough quarter-final against the number 5 seeds, Chen Hunling and Chen Wen-Sing of Taipei. Dropped the 2nd game there. And if you were with us earlier in the week, on Friday, you would have enjoyed that match with us, although Zhang Nan did look a little bit sloppy at times in the 2nd game. I think that's fair comment. I don't think that's been too harsh. The Chinese pair in the semi-final had to dispose of the qualifiers, Tao Jiaming, who of course won this title last year, but this year playing with his new partner, the youngster we've just seen in the women's doubles, Xuan. So this is the 6th meeting between these 2 pairs of the previous 5. The Danes have won 4 of them. In fact, they won the first 4, and it was only the final last week in Hong Kong where the Chinese world champions got the better of the Danes. 3 games they needed, though, a week ago to record their victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Joachim Fischer Nielsen Christinna Pedersen, Denmark. And on my left, Nan Zhang Yunlei, China.
Well, no question where the support lies, as one would expect with the home players. Mixed doubles final. Lets that go long. Maybe a sign of nerves. He always looks very threatening, doesn't he, on the return of serve. Tall man, Joachim Fischer Nielsen, 189. Oh, it's been a nervous start by all 4 players on court.
Well, I don't think that's very surprising. These 2 pairs in the last few months have had some real classic encounters. There's been some real tension in their matches. Well, 1 or 2 problems with his service early on, and that is a sure sign of nerves.
Good rally.
Yeah, I had the feeling early in the rally the Danes were desperately trying to keep Zhang Yunlei out of the rally. But when she did get in, she was very effective.
66.
serve, good third shot from Zhang Yunlei, set it up for a partner. She won that battle on the front court to get the attack. Nan just mixing the pace up with his attack. It's good thinking. Settle Pedersen down a little bit. She looked a little bit nervous at the start of this match. That'll do her good, getting in, getting control, winning a point off the net. It's going to be one of the keys to this match, that battle as to which of the two girls can create the most attacking opportunities for their partner.
Oh, incredible. It's going wide. Good rally. Coach Zhang Yunlei applauding. Well, certainly the Chinese combination have started this match in more positive fashion than the Danes.
Yeah, they're creating the more attacking opportunities at the moment. And again.
Short. Yeah, got what it deserved.
Yeah, Danes just need to have a little rethink about their tactics on return of serve, where they're going to go. Need to be going away from, I feel they need to be going away from Zhao Yunlei. Zhao Yunlei's dominating the front court at the moment and creating lots of opportunities and time for a partner.
Good rally.
Yeah, good rally. Good presence from Pedersen on the front court this time. Able to get in and get control, and that's a real key. There she goes. That's good. Recovers. Puts the second one away.
Well, it's called long. There was a spread of the arms there from Zhang Yunlei, indicating his belief that he thought the shuttle was out. Not sure we're going to see that again. A 5-point advantage to the world champions.
Yeah, I think Lars there just saying to his players they've got to get the shuttle going down off return of serve. Got to get in and win that battle on the front court. It's going to be difficult to win this game off counter-attack.
There's often quite a difference between what you know you should be doing in theory and actually being able to implement it. Yeah, because that's a prime example. She knew she had to hit a good return of serve very tight to the net, but her opponent was edging forward and was a real threat by just standing there.
Yeah, and it was a super serve. And again, great serve, takes the attack, and wins the point.
And of course, Zhang Yunlei didn't have to play, or didn't play, her women's doubles semi-final last night. Gave a walk over to the young compatriots.
Well, she's in great form in this match.
Yeah, I should point out, of course, that it was Tian Qing who withdrew injured.
As comfortable in the front court, does he? He's very slow reacting to that shuttle there. What should have been an easy put away, really.
No logical reason why he should be tentative at the front of the court, though, is there, Ian? Because I mean, he's a fine men's doubles player. In fact, he was in the final of this last year in the men's doubles.
Yeah, he just doesn't look a natural front court player, does he? Doesn't read the game as well from the front court. Maybe needs to play a little more men's doubles again.
Yeah.
It's a good return from Pedersen, going away from Zhang Yunlei in the front court, using the little deception to the rear court.
Oh, good defence. But there was a big gap in his backhand from deep in his backhand corner. Didn't match his previous shot.
Going to say they need Christinna to get some serving going. Normally a very solid server. She's feeling the pressure today so far.
A little nod of approval. Created their own luck. good rally.
I just feel the Chinese pair have learned from their previous matches. We're not seeing Joachim get the opportunities to follow into the front court as often as we normally see him. They're keeping him pinned in the rear court and then pushing Christinna off the net as well and attacking her body. Chinese tactically playing a good game so far.
Good drive defence from Zhang Yunlei.
Yeah, she's playing really well here, really dominating the game at the moment. Creating lots of time and attacking opportunities for her partner.
Pushed it long. And now 10 game point opportunities for the world champions. Well, I don't think it's just nerves. Problems with his serve, I think, in general, as he should be fairly relaxed with 10 game points. Take it on their second opportunity, 21-11. And I think the most one-sided game these two pairs have ever played against each other. Just 15 minutes for that opening game for the #1 seeds.
Yes, that was impressive, the first game there. Tactically, they had all the answers. Zhang Yunlei served exceptionally well, created lots of attacking opportunities for her partner, and he was very solid in attack, didn't force the play, kept the shuttle going down, mixed the pace up, mixed his angles up. Really gave the Danes very few opportunities to counter-attack.
Well, the Danes were still nodding at each other, still encouraging each other in that timeout. Well, I think the strings have gone in the racket of Joachim Fischer. Yes, he goes off court to change his racket. That's why he lost control of that last shot. There's no doubting from that opening rally of the second game. He's still got the desire, he's still got the intensity.
First mistake I can remember Zhao making in this match. She's been faultless so far in that first game. Yeah, better point, but it stemmed from the good serve, and that's what they need. The good service gave them the chance to get the attack. Something that they didn't manage to do in the first game. They didn't create many attacking opportunities in that first game.
Held the serve for such a long time.
And again, Zhang Yunlei reads the play so well. She'd anticipated the drive down that side. Look, she stays off, she doesn't follow in. Normally you'd expect the girl to follow in the first drive, but she stood her ground, anticipating the drive return. It's very good mixed play.
Yes, Pedersen, to me, just doesn't seem to either be reading the game quite as well at the net or perhaps not quite as agile. Just seems slightly slow to react to that one.
Yeah, I think she's just becoming a little frustrated that Zhang Yunlei is everywhere she wants to hit it to. Just losing confidence a little bit.
It's drifted long.
Trying to push past Zhang Yunlei, keep her out of the game, but Zhang's playing very high up the court. He's taking those mid-court shots very early at the moment. Yes, and again, Pedersen knows she's got to try and get the block in at the net. It's not good enough, I'm afraid. Zhang Yunlei's really dominating that forecourt at the moment. Good serve again.
Fischer Nielsen saying to himself, come on. Trying to sort of... Oh, Pedersen almost lost her balance as she was waiting to receive serve. Well, you said in the first game, Ian, that you thought it'd be a battle between the two women who could dominate the front of the court. It's quite obvious so far who's winning that battle.
Yes, there's only one winner at the moment of that battle. Able to take the attack. The serve's so tight that the Danes are struggling to get the returns going down, and that's giving the Chinese a lot of attacking opportunities. And they're scoring all their points on Zhang Yunlei's service. Confidence is just going a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's under pressure the whole time in the front court.
Yeah, the body language of Pedersen is very worrying as far as Danish fans are concerned.
Good, showing that when he does get the attack, he's still capable of getting through this Chinese defence. This is a good finish, good angle across the defensive position. It's a good serve.
Yeah, she watched it carefully, made sure it was coming over the net. It's a good serve. Oh, he's missed it. Incredible defense from the world champions.
Good return, better. Play, taking the shuttle early, taking the pace off it. And that means the shuttle's coming up for Christinna, and she's got time to get into position, and that makes all the difference.
Oh, that's a very, very good smash. Perfect placement, saw that Christinna Pedersen was weighted, committed to the backhand defence, aimed towards her right hip, and she just couldn't even get a racket to it. 4-point advantage at the mid-game interval.
Nan Zhang, they're urging Zhang Yunlei to keep moving forward, keep dominating that net position.
Trying to do the right thing, trying to make her presence felt at the net.
She's just lost a little bit of confidence in this match. She's sad because she's played so well in the last few tournaments. She's just got a little bit of a slow start in this match, and Zhang Yunlei's been so good. It's been difficult for her to get a foothold in the match. That's good. Stayed high, didn't retreat.
Also good to see Joachim Fischer's reaction at the end of that rally, really encouraging his partner and saying, come on, we're still in there.
Yep. She's just got to keep telling herself how well she has been playing in the last few weeks. She sometimes takes one good shot to turn it around.
Matthias Bo. Same placement again of the smash towards that right hip, and once again Christinna Pedersen waited, committed to the backhand defence. This time he had to play it cross court. Same problem for her. Placement just too good. Good rally.
Yeah, good control.
The defence there from the Chinese, absolutely superb.
Read it well.
He's playing totally differently today than when we watched him in his quarter-final. Nan.
Yeah, we saw that Joachim wants to take the pace off, try and get the shuttle below net height. Took the gamble, followed it in.
Once again opened up a 6-point cushion. Pushed wide. That's a good serve though, because she just puts it across the body enough to force him into error.
Yeah, she's always slightly changing the direction of the service, and that makes it very difficult for the receiver. Hits herself on the head. Disappointed with that one. Just guilty for once of letting the shuttle come to her rather than moving forward onto the shuttle.
Oh, great defence, great reactions from Joachim Fischer Nielsen.
It's great, he loves that one down his forehand side, doesn't he? Yeah, steps off, bang.
Quite noticeable, your point, Ian, about Zhang Nan. His movement up the court, he's absolutely standing his ground. He's pouncing on any little half-court pushes.
Yes, he's not worrying about the shuttle going to the rear court at all. He's just determined not to leave any space in the mid-court or the forecourt area.
Well, just 2 points away from their second Super Series title in 2 weeks.
Missed it, but again he took it so early, didn't he? Didn't let the shuttle come to him. Stepped onto it, just missed it, but it's impressive what he's doing.
Yeah, and it's particularly impressive considering you and I were a little bit critical of his performance in his quarter-final. He's really stepped up to the mark, really looking much, much sharper, tactically playing much, much better, showing us why he is a world champion. Oh, what a return. Oh, a flick serve, my goodness me. You won't see much better than that. And that terrific placement of the smash from Zhang Yunlei brings up 6 match points. Well, the only time in 6 meetings now that the match hasn't gone the full distance. Only time has been won and lost in 2 straight games. But today it was a superb performance by the world champions, Zhang Nan and Zhang Yunlei. 21-11, 21-14 in 37 minutes of play. Well, they really were, from the onset, after a couple of nervous serves from Zhang Nan, they really were absolutely superb. Their 7th title of the year. And they keep their record that every tournament where they've reached the final, they've won the title. Remain undefeated so far in tournament finals throughout 2011. They, of course, will be at the Super Series finals, as indeed will the Danes. And I wonder if they can keep that record going. So their confirmation of the score, 21-11, 21-14 in 37 minutes. And the world champions at the China Open to their list of titles. Beaten finalists last year, champions this.